Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Mack Wilson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Double tie, double tie. Out. 3 down. Out. He's checking. Crash. Under 10. 10.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. and can he step into her throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sione Takitaki. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd down from his end zone. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, my
He's got
God.
him in, complete.
How you
He's
going to
at
let
the
him get deep like
10.
that?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That's crazy.
Odell Beckham, 99 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got an open man. It's Rattler. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hurry, hurry!
And again, it's Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
He's not going to get me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This will be fielded at the 8. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Demarius Randall, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball...